Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? You know, this is why we can't have anything nice. Um, a massive riot involving hundreds of teenagers and adults occurred outside of a ice skating rink in the Tampa Bay metropolitan area after a party was canceled. Big whoop. That's what you and I would think, right? Well, the large brawl occurred on Saturday night in the parking lot of the Astro Skate in Brandon, Florida, when the angry party goers and the organizers called on people to riot and confront law enforcement at the skate park in response to the cancellation. Yeah. So, this is one of the reasons why my niece is no longer allowed to go to these types of places. There's also another place that is an indoor trampoline park where the cops are constantly being called because of this type of thing. All right. She's 14 years old and she's no longer allowed out of my sight to go to these types of places. Okay. So police say there were 400 to 500 people in the crowd at this time. And the roller rink has a person capacity of about 670. So the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office posted footage of the brawl on its Facebook page. And the link to the video is in the description box below because I'm not going to show it, okay, because it's ridiculous, honestly. But the most brutal part of this entire thing involves a group of hoodlums assaulting a youth inside of a time-out barber shop. He was beaten up. He was hurled through the shop's plate glass window. For what reason? Who the hell knows? So several other individuals can also be seen beating each other up in the parking lot of the Irish pub. It's 1916 Irish pub, which is across the street. And in addition to the fighting, police revealed that several of these unruly youths and adults looted a nearby convenience store because what better way to end the night? They stole merchandise and caused over $500 worth of damage to the store's wine bottle selection. Yeah, how wonderful. So deputies arrested 23 minors and 6 adults, and the youths and the adults were taken to the juvenile assessment center, and the adult suspects were subsequently booked into the Orient Road jail. Now, the following 6 adults were taken into custody following the fight. 32-year-old Lakira Evans, 21-year-old Yaslin Ramos, 20-year-old Malik Carter, 18-year-old Jaden Sebro, 18-year-old Aaliyah Alfonso, and 18-year-old Fareed Carter. All 6 were charged with trespassing. Now, Ramos and Sebro were also charged with disorderly conduct, while Evans was charged with resisting an officer's orders without violence. Now, Hillsborough County Chad Cronister, he condemned the rioting, of course, and credited the deputies for professionally handling the situation. He said, "I am outraged by the violent and disruptive behavior that targeted hardworking people and businesses and created harm and fear and chaos in our community." And he said, "Let me make this unequivocally clear. This violent and destructive behavior will never, under any circumstances, be tolerated here in Hillsborough County." When responding to a scene as hectic as this, our deputies must account for potential danger from any direction. As you can see in the horrifying footage, so if you want to watch the video, you can. These individuals had no regard for safety. Our deputies had to step in to diffuse the situation professionally and swiftly. Now, the manager of the 1916 Irish pub, his name is Robbie Remen, he said that incidents like this have happened before and compared the brawls, including this one, to the book Lord of the Flies. Do you remember reading that when we were in high school? Yeah. He said they run in here, they yell, they go up onto the tables, they take food off the tables. And he said last year, one kid got arrested because he slapped one of his patrons outside who was a female. Now, is this what you have to do for fun? I'm serious. Okay, this is why people stay home and they lock their doors and they hunker down because they don't want to get involved in things like this. And this is also the reason why we don't allow our young adolescent children who are like 14, 15, 16 to go to these kinds of places because we don't know if we're going to get that call. Okay, and this is also why we have to keep our head on a swivel, for crying out loud, because we could be a patron in a restaurant like the Irish pub, which because I'm sure it's like a deli as well. And you could be sitting there eating a sandwich and some idiotic rioter brawler decides that he's going to come up to you and slap you upside your head because he feels that he's entitled to do so. So I mean, these are the types of things that we have to deal with here in the Tampa Bay area, as well as other places in the country. So, this is just, it's getting ridiculous. And, for the teenagers that were involved, where's your parents? Where's your parents? That's my question. Okay, because if it was one of my kids, they're all grown now, but if it was like my niece who's 14, if she was involved in something like this, uh-huh, okay, that little girl, mm-mm, mm-mm. And if she would have gotten caught, you're going to sit your happy ass in that juvenile detention center until you learn your lesson, okay? Because your auntie, I don't play, okay? So anyways, so this is what's going on. This is what's making me sick to my stomach today. What about you? All right. All right, guys, I'm out of here. All right. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless if you can. Ciao.